Okay, so today we are doing I Want the One I Can't Have by the Smiths. So another Smiths Friday here, and we're going to get into this one. I thought I actually did the song because the title just sounded familiar, but apparently I did not, and apparently this is also kind of a popular song, so we're going to get into it now and talk about it after. Okay.
On the day that your mentality decides to try and catch up with your biology, come round, 'cause I want the one I can't have, and it's driving me mad. It's all over, all over, all over my face. On the day that your mentality catches up with your biology, I want the one I can't have, and it's driving me mad. It's all over, all over, all over my face. A double bed and a skyward level for sure. These are the riches of the poor. A double bed and a skyward level for sure. These are the riches of the poor. And I want the one I can't have, and it's driving me mad. It's all over my face. A top kid who sometimes swallows nails, raised on prisoner's day. He killed a policeman when he was 13, and somehow that really impressed me. It's written all over my face. Oh, these are the riches of the poor. These are the riches of the poor. I want the one I can't have, and it's driving me mad. It's written all over my face. On the day that your mentality catches up with your biology, and if you ever need self-validation, just meet me in the alley by the railway station. It's all over my
Well, the Smiths, and I want what I can't have, and I can't go back here. There we go. Okay, that's nice. So yeah, this was the Smiths, and I want what I can't have, or I want the one I can't have. And yeah, I like the record off the bat. I thought it was very catchy. There's a little bit of, I guess, beachy vibes to it. I would say it's just, I guess, I would say it's Johnny Marr's guitar playing. I guess is what gives me that vibe. And I always like that. And of course, Morrissey's vocals are always just great in my mind. And I mean, I've never heard a bad song Morrissey play on so far. So yeah, excuse me. So on Genius.com for the about on the song, it says this is a record full of yearning, the humiliating obviousness of when you want something, low expectations, the melodrama of youth and romance. Okay. So yeah, that's all that is for the about, and this is from their album "Meat Is Murder" from 1985. So oh yeah. So then we have the intro, getting into some annotations here. On the day that your mentality decides to try to catch up with your biology, come round. So this couplet refers to the protagonist's mind, being mentality, being compared to his body, biology. His mind is suffering these attractions to this one he can't have. Well, however, his physical state, being male, suggests that he should be attracted to those of the opposite sex. And it goes on, but I don't want to go on forever. You know what I mean? So then we go on with the chorus, because I want the one I can't have, and it's driving me mad. I think that's quite relatable for some people. And so it says, this is rather self explanatory, yet incredibly effective. It implies that the one is indeed straight, and this causes our protagonist a great amount of grief. And we have the next line, it's all over my face. The protagonist is finding it hard to hide his affections for the one. The repetition of the all over implies that its intensity is gaining in time. My goodness. Then we have the first verse. A double bed and a stalwart lover for sure. These are the riches of the poor. I really like that line. A double bed and a stalwart lover for sure. These are the riches of the poor. So it says people without money will value love like a reliable stalwart and relationship with people. The rich stereotype is all about materialism, buying and spending first. The poor may not have the ability to buy as much as the rich, but they more than make up for it in pure love and undying devotion to the family and friends. So yeah, there's another little annotation, and then we have the chorus once again, which I've already gone over, and then we have the second verse. So, and this second verse is quite the verse here. A little bit of a story. A tough kid who sometimes swallows nails. So we have an annotation for that off the bat. This verse, which talks about a tough kid, is a description of the one through the eyes of our protagonist. This is a verse which Morrissey's influences and taste in men becomes evident. Okay, in taste in men becomes evident. This specific description is reference to director Howard Satchler. His description of James Dean as a tough kid who sometimes sleeps on nails. So yeah, and James Dean, I mean, my goodness, that guy was a looker in his days in the 50s. So then we go down, raised on prisoner's aid. So this is yet another tough kid trait to which the one is accustomed to, implying that he grew up in the harsh climate of a jail full of other ruffians. He killed a policeman when he was 13, and somehow that really impressed me, and it's written all over my face. The fact that the one supposedly murdered this policeman at a young age suggests that he may be dangerous, which is immediately followed up by the narrator's recognition. This shows that our protagonist is sexually aroused by the thuggish and brutish acts in some kind of a way. Therefore, the love he holds for the him, I think they mean for him, appears to be an entirely primal and instinct lust. My goodness. So then we have the chorus once again, and then the refrain once again. On the day that your mentality catches up with your biology. And then we have the outro. If you ever need self-validation, just meet me in the alley by the railway station. It's all over my face. Oh my goodness, I'm all blue. All right, so yeah, it's all over my face. So this is the last annotation. The final statement seems to be a plea to the one urging him to come out of the closet and find himself. This can be interpreted in two ways. Number one, this plea could be a sound piece of advice that our protagonist is giving in to the man in order for them to commence their gay relationship. Or number two, it could be our protagonist fruitlessly clinging on to the hopes that his clearly straight wannabe lover his way inclined. Okay, this is not very well written, but apparently there's two different ways you go around this. And so it says, let me try to reread this. It could be a protagonist fruitlessly clinging on to the hopes of his clearly straight wannabe lover being his way inclined. The use of an alley by the railway station represents two things. Firstly, it represents the taste of both our protagonist and the man because of our protagonist's love of dirty, bad boy ruffians and probably the one's favorite haunt of the streets. It can also represent the dirty and corrupt road that is perceived of homosexuality because it goes against society's perception of natural. So yeah, again, I was going to say this earlier because like some earlier annotations pointed it out, but this song, deals with homosexuality and LGBT issues, and yeah, when I heard it the first time, I didn't really think about that. I was just more into the music or whatever, but it's nice to see another Smith song deal with those themes, and especially for 1985. I mean, I know there's other bands doing this kind of a thing, talking about taboo subjects at that time in the 1980s, And yeah, so it's nice to see that Morrissey and the boys were doing this in that at that time in that era, and that Morrissey was more than happy to write a song about those issues, and to not just to actually do it, not be afraid to write what he wanted to write about. And he's never been afraid to say what he wants to say, even today. So I mean, I'm not surprised. So yeah, I mean, I like the song. I like the meaning here. Quite the story. I liked, like I said, I think it was the second verse. Yeah, the second verse about the tough kid who swallows nails that caught my attention. And yeah, so I guess that's about it. I've gone over everything. I like the song. Like I said, I'm surprised I haven't listened to it before. I thought I did, but apparently not. And here we are. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate all of that, and I really appreciate you guys watching my Smiths reactions because I really love the Smiths, and it's cool that other people watch me do this. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys again soon, and stay safe and all that kind of a thing because it's kind of crazy. Okay.